Hey guys, I know this is not my usual daily vlog type deal, but I just kind of want to talk real quick about something that I had in my mind. It's just been bugging me. I know this is really random, but I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts and opinions about going to college. And this is because I was talking to one of my friends a little while ago, and we were just talking about life and whatever and our plans, and he says to me, I wasted too much of my time, doing this type of job and working here and doing this and that, and I'm gonna go to college, I'm gonna take some classes, and I'm gonna do things the right way. I said to him, great, if that's what you want to do, go for it, man. But let me just stop you right there, because there is no right way. Like, growing up, parents and teachers push you to go to college and whatever, but it's not for everyone. If you didn't do good in high school and you don't like studying and taking tests, then college is not for you. And if you haven't picked a definite career that you like to do, college is not for you. That's a lot of money to waste on something that you're not even sure you're gonna like. If you know the career that you want and you know it requires college education like teaching or education or something with children, then yeah, go. If you want to take some general degree and just go for the experience, then yeah, go. If you want to go and learn some skills for your own personal growth, then yeah, go. But if you want to go because you think it's going to get you further in your career, then don't. Because it won't. I personally went to college. I did my first 2 years at community college and I got my associate's degree. I lived at home and I worked 3 jobs to pay for it all out of pocket. Then after that I transferred to a bigger university for my last 2 years and I got my bachelor's degree. And that I had to take out loans for. So I probably have half the amount of student debt that most people have, but it's still a lot. I chose to go for business management because I thought, business management, that's where the money is, that's where I want to be. And then when I graduated, there was no jobs available and everybody was looking for experience. So there I was, a college grad with this piece of paper that meant nothing. My first job was a hostess at a restaurant and I hated it. I lasted 6 months and then I quit. And then I worked in a pet store and I worked there a couple years. Didn't go up anywhere. So eventually quit after a few years. My third job was at a direct mail marketing company, which I loved and I was amazing at my job and I worked there for like 5 years, but I ended up quitting for personal reasons. And then now I work at UPS, which I'll probably stay there for a long time. My husband went to culinary school and he's a classically trained French chef, and he graduated with this fancy piece of paper that meant nothing, because every one of these fancy chef jobs that he applied for turned him down because he didn't have experience. So he started out working at one of these large chain restaurants with low professionalism, minimal cooking skills required. He hated it and now he's back in construction. Never have I ever applied to a single business job that required a college degree. Not a single one. I was laughed out of every interview because I didn't have experience. There's an old saying, it's not what you know, but who you know, and that is very true. Unless you've already got a friend or relative that already works for a company in the field that you want to be in, and they can hook you up and get you a job, or unless you can bullshit your way into letting someone hire you into working for them with just a college education and no experience, then you're gonna be shit out of luck. Because without experience, you won't get anywhere. You won't get hired because you don't have experience, and you don't have experience because no one will hire you. It's like a vicious cycle, So basically, I feel like if your job doesn't require college education, don't waste your time. I went. Would I go again? Sure. Not for the education, but for the experience of it all. I moved away from home. I lived on my own. I joined a sorority. I made some wonderful friends. I partied it up. I was living. It was great. But ultimately you end up screwing yourself because you have this fabulous degree and you can't get a high-paying job because you don't have experience. And now you can't go back to any entry-level jobs because you're overqualified. Right now, I could not get a job at McDonald's flipping burgers if I begged them. I could not get a job at Walmart bagging groceries if I begged them. Why? Because I'm overqualified when I'm just trying to make a little extra money. But this is just my personal opinion and my advice, and I'm sure some people will disagree with me out there and whatever, but this is just coming from my own personal experience. Save the money, skip it, and do yourself a favor. Don't go to college unless it requires it. And just, you know what, don't compare yourself to other people. You're not any less of a person or any farther back in life because you didn't go to college. Thanks for listening. Feel free to leave any comments down below if you want. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.